Hey everyone, welcome back to Work-Life Harmony. So today I want to talk about our phones, our mobile devices, and I want to zero in on one really important aspect that most people haven't taken the time to really deep dive and put intentional thought around, and that is the home screen on your mobile device. Now, I know this doesn't sound like a super exciting or sexy topic, but I promise you, if you go through the steps that I'm going to give you here today on kind of how to make sure that your home screen is working for you and not against you, this is one of the many ways that you can truly decrease distractions and not get pulled down into rabbit holes that you don't want to get pulled down into. Now, if you are intrigued about how to, really lean into setting up your mobile device and getting it organized in a way that helps you decrease overwhelm and distractions and increase your productivity, I've actually got I'll call it a mini course for lack of any other word for it, inside of the mobile app that I have out in the app stores for you. So if you have not yet heard or downloaded ThePinkBee, make sure you do that. And you can go search for it on either the App Store or Google Play. And when you search for ThePinkBee, don't put any spaces in there, especially on Google Play. It'll make it a little bit easier for you to find. But one of the trainings inside of the app is called Getting Your Phone Organized. And what I'm going to share here today in this podcast is just one of the many things that I break down for you inside that course. So let's dive into how to really think about what belongs on the home screen on your mobile device. Most people, there's a couple different schools of thought that I see out there, what people do. There are people, and my spouse is one of these, who wants to have everything just available on one screen so they're not having to swipe screens to go find apps. And so they create a ton of folders where you can actually have a folder on a screen in your device where you can tap on it and it expands a little bit and you can put a bunch of similar apps in there. I do leverage folders, but I only have one on my home screen. So an example of a folder that you could use, like the one that's on my home screen, is I have a folder that houses the different music apps that I listen to. I listen to music quite a bit throughout the day. And so, maybe you have a Pandora account, maybe you've got a Spotify account, or even just downloaded music on your phone. Well, you could have a little folder for music. You could also have a folder somewhere on your phone that has a bunch of your favorite restaurant apps or things like that. So some people will try and cram all their apps into folders and then have all of it on their home screen. I want to strongly encourage that you not do this. So here's what I want you to think about in maximizing and setting up the home screen on your phone. I want you to get out a piece of paper and pull out your mobile device and look at every single app on there, and then write down on the piece of paper, what are the apps that you want or need to use every day for intentional purposes. Like I just shared music. I listen to music every day. Email is one that I have a set time of day where I actually do check email on my mobile device. I usually don't, but that was one I wanted to have available. My camera, my calendar. Now, notice what I'm not going to say. You do not see any games on the home screen of my mobile device. Now, I do have some games. I love logic puzzles, Sudoku, all of that. But when you're going through and making this list, notice I said, what are the things that you want or need to access every day? I don't need to access games on my phone, and I don't always want to be tempted to. So take that first pass, and ideally, this list should be pretty small. Now, I have apps that are great tools that I need to reference maybe once in a week or less. Those are not the things that I'm talking about. Now, once you've created that list, The next step for you is to now go clean up the home screen on your device and only have the apps that you have made an intentional choice on, that these are ones that I truly want available at an easy tap. The map is, that the Google Maps app is one that is definitely, one I use quite a bit, and it's on my home screen. The clock app, because I set timers and reminders that way. Now, obviously, we need to talk about the elephant in the room here, which is social media. So you need to have an honest conversation with yourself of, do you have, and inside of the Get Your Phone Organized training in the ThePinkBee app, I have a whole separate video on notifications and how you want to control those on your device as well to help you help yourself. So for my home screen, and I've shared a picture of it inside that course as well, I do have Facebook and Instagram and Messenger on my home screen. However, they never talk to me. There is no notifications coming through from those particular apps. And I have, over the years, gotten disciplined with my routines so that I have set times of the day where I intentionally go in and check them. And the reason they're on my home screen is because I have communities on these platforms to connect with and have conversations with my clients and my customers and women going through the top program. So it is important for me. And I actually have times of the day where I do those. Now, I could put those on my second screen, but the rest of the apps on my home screen, they're so few that I really need to access on a daily basis. That's why I really put a lot of thought about whether or not I would have those on my home screen. Now, if you're going to put them on your home screen, as I did, you've got to have those notifications off. You cannot have it constantly be flashing at you and tempting you to come in when you pick up your phone. So if I open up my phone to go turn some music on or get directions to go somewhere, I'm not going to see any notifications from those social media apps tempting me to tap on those and go in there. So if you have currently just kind of haphazard whatever apps on your home screen, or if you've got 40 of them available in all these folders, I really, really want to encourage you to not, and have just the mission critical stuff there. Because if you have like 50 of them on your home screen, all organized into folders, it is so tempting if I were to open up my phone to go, open up the contact app to go get an address from someone or call somebody, and I'm seeing these games there, and I'm seeing, some tempting social media stuff right there in front of me. That's how we so easily get derailed. Because I hear it time and time again. Someone will say, oh yeah, well, I got a phone call, so I was on my phone, and then I was looking down and I was like, oh, well, let me just go, let me go log in and look at reels, or, let me go play this game. So if we can not have that visual temptation in front of us every time we need to grab our mobile device for a specific use, it's really, really going to help you set those boundaries that you've decided you want with your technology. So I would love, 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 love for you that if you're going to do this homework assignment of making the list of the apps that belong on your home screen, then go set it up. Take a screenshot of it and share it out and tag me so that I can cheer you on. And I'm always just interested to see what are those critical things for people out there. And again, if you want to learn more tips and strategies on how to leverage notifications, actually how to leverage the second screen on your phone, because that second screen on my mobile app, I also have very intentional thoughts around what belongs there. If you want to see how to create those folders, how to get very specific notifications, all of that with your phone, hop into the App Store or Google Play. Again, search for ThePinkBee, no spaces. download that app and go ahead and subscribe. Guys, it's $1.99 one-time fee. That's it. And it will unlock a ton of training right at your fingertips. One of them being how to get your phone organized. So I can't wait to hear how you kind of reassess and reset up the home screen on your phone.